So I think the number one rule with training is, and amateurs will have this too. You'll have this part of your game that is your strength that makes you like who you are. I think the key is you can't let that go. And in a program, let's say you're very strong. Let's say you test and you're like a Brooks guy, right? So you throw the heavy ball really far, but your mobility stinks and you don't move the light ball fast. This is most guys listening right now. I call you the proverbial gorilla locked in a cage.
Well, yeah, because not to cut you off, but most guys that this is going to fit is they were decent athletes in high school. They go to college, they get in the workforce. Maybe they play some activity. Maybe they play in a golf league, and so they're playing 3 days a week. Then they get married and have kids. Now they're not playing all. They're working because they have financial responsibility, and now they need to do something. So maybe they go back to the gym and they start lifting heavy again, or
Yeah, they
some
do
type.
the mirror muscles, all the muscles in the front. Yeah.
And they didn't realize sitting at a desk for the last 20 years, their mobility and flexibility went into the tank.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it makes perfect sense.
yeah. So for those guys, like, you don't want to tell that guy, hey, stop lifting and spend all your time on just mobility, because now you're taking away his superpower. What you want to do is you want to say, hey, let's just do the minimum we need to do to maintain where your strength's at. And let's take any time we can get back, particularly if they're still working or whatever. And they're like, hey, I go to the gym for 30 minutes a day. Like, cool. Well, let's see if we can take maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes of that workout and just maintain your strength. And let's take the other 20 and let's work on bringing back, unlocking the cage. Like, let's get your mobility improved. Like, let's do the other stuff, but let's not lose where you're at on your strength. And then when we can get those lower levels up to a level that's acceptable for where you want to be. Now, if you want to swing 120 miles an hour, mobility's got to go a lot higher, right? Like, so I'll use the hips, for example. We want to see 45 plus degrees. But if you just are cool swinging 90 miles an hour, like, you're probably okay 35 to 40. But the goal is that when you then, unlock them, quote unquote, with the lower body, that they still have that power, and all of a sudden they can just use it, right? And it just kind of comes out.